Today's video is brought to us by TacPack. TacPack is a monthly subscription box for Second Amendment and survival enthusiasts. Each month they send boxes of gear that include gun parts, tools, and accessories, as well as other cool stuff like knives and more. You must sign up before January 1st to get the January pack. TacPack has 2 levels, Standard and Plus. The Standard box has 6 total items with a box value of over $100, and the Plus box has all the items from Standard plus 1 more item that will instantly upgrade your kit to the next level. And the Plus box is worth over $250. And if you use code GNG at checkout, you'll receive an American-made AR part shipped separately from your box. A link is down below, and thanks to TacPack for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into this one. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, California region, that's all I really have to say about that. They have agreed to stay their own decision regarding California's magazine ban. Now, we've been covering this for a while. I think it's like 2 years ago almost, when Roger Benitez, St. Benitez, at the district court level, said that the California magazine ban that limits ammunition magazines to 10 rounds was unconstitutional. He overturned it. Freedom Week ensued. Millions of magazines were purchased by law-abiding Americans in California, and then it was appealed by the governor and the attorney general in California, because we can't have that freedom in California. And a 3-judge panel at the U.S. Court of Appeals agreed with Roger Benitez. Well, that sent the anti-gunners crazy in California, and they appealed to a full-on bonk hearing, which they received. And I told you it was about a week and a half ago that they came down with their decision that it was okay to have this ban. They found it constitutional. They said it was a reasonable way to advance the government's interests in reducing gun violence. Right. Because all the gangbangers out there with their extendo clips are only putting 10 rounds in them. Well, we know that the Supreme Court is deciding a case right now. It's New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus New York, and it's anticipated that we may get something out of them in June related to how Second Amendment cases should be determined. Should it be a balancing test that most of the liberal states have been using? Should it be intermediate scrutiny, or should it be what I believe it should be, strict scrutiny? Which means that in order to infringe upon this serious right, that you really had to have done something wrong. And there's a lot of cases that are on hold right now because of that. Assault weapon ban cases that are being challenged around the country, and now we have the magazine ban case here in California that the Circuit Court of Appeals, the Ninth Circuit, has agreed to stay their own decision, saying that people couldn't have these until the United States Supreme Court will decide on the case. Now, this could go a couple of different ways. When the appeal goes up with for the writ of certiorari, the Supreme Court could say nope, let it stand, goes right back down to the U.S. Court of Appeals, and it would allow it to stand. They could take it up and then pause it, the Supreme Court. They could issue the writ of certiorari and then pause the case pending the outcome or the release of the ruling for the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case, and then they could rule on it after that, or they could rule on it and not use the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association case. You get the picture. There's a couple different scenarios that could ensue, but I think it's actually good that this U.S. Court of Appeals in the Ninth is saying, you know what, we're going to wait a second to see what the U.S. Supreme Court has to say, because they still realize that they could probably lose what they're trying to do. Remember, I've told you in a couple of videos, the pillars of gun control are about to be fractured by this case in the Supreme Court. And it's not just me saying that. There's a lot of prominent people saying that around the country. So we'll wait and see. June is when it is anticipated. I know it's a long time, guys and gals, but the reason they do this is because it's not the only case they're hearing, 1. 2, this is seen by a lot of people as a potential landmark case similar to Heller and McDonald, and they like to put down those, groundbreaking decisions as they are, hightailing out at the end of their session, and that's when this particular session for the Supreme Court ends, is in June. So that's the news out of California. It came down Monday. A lot going on, so it's a little late getting to you. But if you're in California and you were concerned about the appellate court overturning the St. Benitez decision and his stay, in theory, had ended, well, they've stopped The Ninth Circuit, has stayed their own decision, and they're pending the decision of the United States Supreme Court. So I think it's good news when you have a group that's as anti-gun as that sees the writing on the wall. I think it's a good thing. Let me know what you think down below, especially if you're in California, IA. There's not a lot of places worse than Massachusetts. California's one. New York and New Jersey are the others. But thank you for your time. I really appreciate you each and every single day tuning into this channel, and I hope that I do you right. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun, and keep you, yourself, and everybody else around you safe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.